What's up, people? What's up? How y'all doing today? This your boy D'Angelo Motivation back with another one. Here, I just want to talk about some things. But before we get up in the video, I need y'all to like the video. If you're new, you're watching this, subscribe to the channel and turn on post notification. But this video is gonna be about, man, my childhood experience. I done seen some things coming up, a lot of stuff coming up and some dangerous stuff coming up, and I just want to share some of this stuff with y'all. And I had a wild childhood, and man, I can go all day with this, man. It gets so crazy, man. But hey, I just grew up in the jungle, and we had fun. I know we had some good days, I had some bad days, and I just want to say I had fun. And I just want to say this, like, it ain't like how it used to be. Like, now you don't even see kids out riding bikes, doing normal stuff that we did coming up. We had a lot of stuff we were doing, man. Man, had normal games up in the hood, like playing kickball, neighborhood football, and we had a lot of stuff we were doing, man. Baseball, we played all that. We ain't had a real baseball, but we had a tennis ball, and we got up in the hood. We were just playing. Like, boom, we had fun, man. We did all the crazy things, man. Like knocking on people's doors and taking off running, doing all that stuff, man. And, we just wild, man. Yeah, man. So I remember we get out of school, and man, it's a whole little clique of us we from the same hood. So we kids, we in elementary. So I know, I remember one day, we getting out of school, we walking home. We ain't riding no bus or nothing. So we like, man. So my homeboy like, man, it's a pathway to get us to our hood. And so I'm like, well, okay. He like, man, look, it's in the woods though. It's a good pathway, but I was kind of scared to do all that. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. You talking about in the woods? So, my first time I was scared. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Then y'all see these woods, y'all be like, bro. When I look at it today, and I be like, I can't believe I did this jump, man. Y'all see these woods, y'all be like, man, y'all brave, man. Real talk. Y'all see these woods I'm talking about? Y'all be like, ain't no way. Y'all ain't go through that. I wish I can show y'all one day. I can just record it and just show y'all everything, how my neighborhood is and everything. But anyway, so my partner like, man, look, we can go through here. So if you look, it go deep down up in the it's like this big old hill. It go real deep down up in the. Then when you get down to the bottom, you got the woods. Like the big old hill, you going deep down up in the hill. So when you get to the bottom, everything ain't nothing but woods. So now we got to go up in the woods, going up a hill. It's like a jungle, like a big old jungle, bro. You see this jungle, you be like, bro, ain't no way, bro. So me and my partner, all of us, we went through it. I think it was about 3 or 4 of us in all. I think about 4 in all, I think. So we going through it. Man, went through it. I'm seeing dang waterfalls and all kind of junk. I'm like, bro, what? I didn't know this was up in the woods. I'm like, bro, I didn't know this, man. So I'm looking, I'm like, man, I'm scared a little bit, I'm scared and everything. So I'm looking at everything. Then I wasn't scared no more. I'm like, damn, this pretty nice. I like this, man. He like, yeah, bro, I told him ain't gonna be nothing. So my partner, he telling me like, yeah, bro, this joint him straight. So we going through the wood. So we done made it. We up in the hood now. We done made it through the hood. We to the hood. We up in the hood now. So I'm like, dang, that joint was straight, bro. It was good though. It was pretty straight though. I was kind of scared at first, and see, we got used to it. Then we started finding other pathways to go through, and that thing, that joint just became normal. We just going up in the woods. We were little kids. We were just out there, just doing things, man. So we going through the woods and making different pathways and finding new things and looking at crazy stuff. We like, bro, this is crazy. But I thank God we didn't run into no snake or nothing like that. No, we ain't never run into nothing like that. So yeah, we did some things, and man, we had a wild childhood. And one thing I remember, like coming up as a kid, like if we wanted to make some money, we had like old folk, neighbors, and things like that. They be like, "Hey man, y'all want to make a couple dollars? Y'all want to make some money?" So we be like, "Yo." So they be like, "We got some yard work for y'all to do. Y'all can rake these leaves up, do all that." But now you don't see that now. I don't see it. Do y'all see that? I really don't see it. So when I was coming up, we had people like that. They be like, "Hey, y'all need some work. Y'all need some money. You know, hey, if y'all do, need y'all to rake these leaves up, cut this grass, pick the trash up, anything. So I'm gonna pay y'all." That's how it was when I was coming up. So I remember all that, man. We used to go around looking for work. We wasn't just no bad kids. We were going around looking for work and trying to get to it, trying to figure out ways to make money. You know, we 13, 14, 12. You know, we at that age we doing all that. You feel me? So we were doing it like that. You know, yeah. So yeah, man. I just say you don't see that nowadays. You see these little kids out here. They got these hoodies on, walking in the sun. You ain't see them. They got these hoodies on. They on their phone. They were trying to get around some Wi-Fi. They in the house playing the game. Now, I really can't knock the game thing because I was coming up, we were playing the game too. We was on that San Andreas, the 007, all that, you feel me? PlayStation. Oh man, we was on all the games man. So yeah, I can't really knock that. Cause we did it too coming up, but we also was outside too. We was outside a lot, so I remember that a lot, man. And we ain't just stay up in the house playing the game all day and all night. We ain't do that all day. We ain't have phones back then. So now I just say this generation is way different. And yeah, man. And I just remember getting out of school and like, man, it was crazy, man. Like you had to fight somebody. Like 3 o'clock, they be like 3 o'clock, meet me up on top of the hill. So you get into it with somebody, you gonna have to fight. You gonna have to throw them hand, man. So we gonna be somebody that gonna pick on you, joke on you, anything. They gonna start some junk with you. You walking home, you gonna have to lane fight somebody. And this some of the stuff I remember. I remember, man, getting out of elementary school. This guy, he was, man, I don't like talking about this, but I'm finna share it with y'all. So this guy who was picking at me and everything, he kept picking at me all day. He kept on picking at me and everything. So he kind of was I can say a bully, whatever. I don't know. He just kept on picking at me. So I'm like, bro, I ain't stunning you, man. I ain't too much mess with nobody. I was just trying to go home and, walk to my neighborhood. So he just kept on picking at me. So this other guy like, man, you gonna let him keep on picking on you like that? I'm like, man, I ain't stunning him. So I forgot the guy did. He pushed me or something. That thing, I lost it. Me and him fighting. So I got on top of him, y'all. And I had his head toward the concrete. Slammed his head against the concrete like that. Boom. And I ain't gonna say no more after that, and I seen that kind of scared me. I was like, man. So I just say it was crazy coming up in my generation as a kid and stuff, man, because you gonna have somebody picking at you and you gotta show them. And I ain't gonna say I don't win all my fights and all that, and I'm just a big old bully. But that guy was a bully toward me, so I felt like he deserved that for messing with me. So, and I know I was wrong for slamming his head against the concrete and all that, but hey, I had to do what I had to do. And he thought he had me, so I had to put my paws on him. And, we were little kids at the time, and that jump just got crazy. But I remember a lot of time, man, walking home, people used to pick at me and all that stuff. We were up in the hood. We were up in the jungle, man. That's how it was. Up in the jungle, you gonna have to name man up. You gonna, even as a kid, you still gotta man up. Still gotta show them like, hey, this ain't what it is. And that's what I grew up in, seeing things like that. And, you know, yeah, it was pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy, real crazy, man. I remember, man, you know how I was just saying. I was saying like kids they don't be out playing like with their neighborhoods and stuff. They don't do the things that we did back in the day, like playing football. I don't see it. I don't know do y'all see it, but playing football, kickball, baseball, whatever sports that's out there in the open you can play. I don't see that. But, you know, we were playing it, and, you know, I really got hurt. I'm playing football. I ain't weighed, but 145. I'm real skinny. You know, I'm out there playing football, and one time I got hit so hard, throw me the ball, hit me right in the side. One of my homeboys, boom. I said, oh. So I'm like, oh, I'm hurt, I'm hit. So I got up. Man, that don't hurt. But, you know, we up in the hood, we playing football. Them the days back then, you feel me? Then one day, I really got hurt playing football. Up in the yard football, playing that jump, backyard football, you know. I really got hurt this time, so, you know, I'm running the ball, you know, got hit. I sprung my ankle. Man, it felt like I broke my ankle, man. You talking something about the hollering? I wasn't crying, I was hollering, y'all. I was like, just screaming. And I'm talking about that joint hurt so bad, man. And then they picking me up and everything, trying to help me go back to the house. And I look over, you know, up in the hood, man. Back then, people didn't give a damn. They gonna laugh. They thought it was funny. They finna laugh at you. So one guy, I know, he just laughed, just kept on laughing. Ah, boy, he just laughing. And I'm like, bro, that made me mad, bro. But I couldn't even. I'm like, bro, they messed up. You see, I done hurt my ankle, and you up on laughing at me. So I remember that jump, man. It's so crazy, bro. I can go on and on about my childhood and talk about things that I've been through, and I just say it ain't like how it used to be. Man, that was the good time back then, you know. I'm just here to share this with y'all, and hope y'all having a great, wonderful day. And I say, stay tuned. I'll be dropping more, and y'all have a blessed day, a blessed night. And I just want to say peace, and I'll catch y'all next time.